Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. And we are talking again today about my book, The Power of Intent. And today I want to get into a bit more specifics behind being specific. So it is chatting about how you have to show up, how you have to be consistent, and how you have to be specific with what you are choosing. And what I usually do as a little to use an example to explain what I'm saying is, you see, the thing is how the universe works. If you want to manifest something, you want to create something, you tell the universe, this is what I'm looking for, this is what I choose. You, for so long, have been saying something else to the universe, and that's what it's been giving to you. Now you're changing your mind. So the universe will quite literally poke at you and go, are you sure? A lot of time when this happens, we misinterpret it. So let's start with why you have to be consistent. Let's use the Ferrari and the Porsche analogy. You decide you want a Ferrari. The universe moves planets, changes dimensions, puts people and actions into play for you to get that Ferrari that you chose. A week later, you see a beautiful black Porsche go by and you go, wow, I want that black Porsche. Now the universe goes, hang on, but you wanted a Ferrari last week. You sure you want a black Porsche? Yes, I'm sure. So what does the universe do? It puts everything back in place that already moved for the Ferrari and moves new things into place, planets, orbits, people, actions, for you to get the black Porsche. Now, because you changed your mind in the past, the universe will, along that route, every so often go, are you sure you want this black Porsche? And how does it do it? By putting another red Ferrari on your path at half price. And this is where you need to be consistent. You need to go, yes, I want my black Porsche. And then a little later, the universe will poke again and go, are you sure? Because the black Porsche gets hot in the summer, and its fuel's high, and this way and that way and whatever. Yes, I want a black Porsche. And each time you reconfirm and you're consistent in the choice that you make, speeds up how the universe manifests that choice in your life. It's because we change our mind all the time. I want a Porsche. I want a Ferrari. No, now I want a Lamborghini. Oh, now I want a convertible. Oh, now I want a scooter. Oh, now I want a Harley. Now, each time we change our mind on a specific topic or in a specific way, a vehicle, the universe kind of has to undo what it's done and start from scratch building the manifestation that you have chosen. If you, as a simple example, want to do 100 push-ups a day, you can't start with 100 push-ups. You start with one. Your body aches the next day. You go, oh, do I want to do this? Yes, I do. The next day you do 2, and then 3, and then after a week you can do 10, and you build it up in that manner. But if you get to 50 push-ups and you go, oh, no, I don't want to push-ups anymore, I want to do sit-ups, you're never going to reach your goal of 100 push-ups. You're never going to manifest that desired end outcome, which would be the arm strength that goes with it, or whatever the goal was. So this is why consistency is key. Once you've made a decision, think about that decision very well before you solidify it, before you make it. What is it that you want to manifest? Are you sure that is what you want to manifest? Because if you take that time to think about it, to put that thought process into it, this is where intent comes in. Because now you're not just making a decision because the TV said so, or because your best friend drives a Ferrari, you want a Ferrari. You've taken the time to do due diligence and intentfully, with all the pros and cons, made a decision. So there's effort on your side. So now that you've made it, you are already assured that this is the decision with the desired outcome that you want. And all you have to do is stick to it. Every day, every morning, every time the universe checks in, every time your friend comes with his Ferrari past your house, every time somebody else mentions something else, are you flipping instantly because, oh, that's better, and I'm just going for the next best thing? Or are you still confident in the decision you made because you did your due diligence, you took the time to think about it, to intentfully choose? Then why would you want to change your mind? Now, of course, along time, technology advances, things get better. You might have a plan to, I don't know, have a VR headset in the next 10 years that you can't afford right now. But in 10 years' time, It's not a headset anymore. VR is something that's built into normal glasses or whatever. So obviously things change, and it's not about holding yourself back as things progress. But if the decisions you've made and the things that are advancing are not in line with each other, why change? Stick with what you got until there's an advancement, until there's a stipulation you can fine tune. I do want a black Porsche. I want the 2025 edition until they come out with a, I don't know, automated Porsche that drives itself. Then I would like that one. But for now, this is my decision. Because the universe is going to test you. It's going to check with you. It's going to send people across your road to make sure, because you've told the universe so many times, my main goal is changing my mind all the time. Right? So that's about being consistent. And then it's about being specific. When you take the time to make these decisions, you are not going to, like I say, just follow the crowd necessarily, because that's not how we manifest. You have to make that decision. You have to be specific about what it is you want. One of the biggest questions asked on the internet and asked in person is, how do I become happy? And the reason people ask this is because they get confronted constantly with, what do you want out of life? And the answer is easy: I want to be happy. So now they ask, how can I be happy? But where's the specificness? You're telling the universe you want to be happy. You confirm constantly, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, I want to be happy. But you're never specific enough to tell the universe what that looks like, or what that means, or how things need to occur for your mood to experience happiness. So you can't be consistent if you're not specific either. And I'll talk about words and how words just screw everything up. So I'll talk about that in another session, because that's a specific chapter. But it comes down to, how can you be specific with the least amount of words possible by using what you feel, using your emotions. Because if I can imagine sitting in that black Porsche and everything that's going with it, that's more specific than going, I want a black Porsche with power steering, with a V8 engine, with this amount of torque. Now, I'm not saying you can't do that. The more precise you are and the more clear you are, the better and the quicker and the easier it manifests. So make that list as well. But if you find your language is tripping you up because you're not specific enough, or you say something but you meant something else, rather go with that feeling. Because also part of that manifestation, part of that attraction, is feeling it as if it is already done. How does it make you feel? So now it comes back to happiness. What is your happiness? Right? Because hand in hand with success, what is your definition of success? For some people, success is owning their own company. Been there, done that, not that amazing. Because owning your own company, yes, it comes with all the perks of being the company owner and being the boss and the profits and all that kind of jazz, but it also comes with all the liability if your company doesn't make it. If your company goes into bankruptcy, you're liable for everything involved with that. So that's what your dream is of success, then go for it. But have you thought about it? Did you plan it out? Did you look at the pros and the cons, the possibilities of it succeeding, the possibilities of it failing? For me personally, success is simple. It's doing what I want, when I want, with who I want, no restrictions. That means I've got the money to do the things I want to do. I've got the people around me that I'm surrounding myself with that I want to do these things with. It means no limitations. It means if I want to go dawling and somebody goes, I don't have petrol to join you, screw it, get in the car and come, or here's money for petrol, or so that you have the capabilities to do the things you choose to do. That for me is success. And that goes hand in hand with happiness. You can be very happy in this very moment without money, without people around you, by simply seeing a mama bird take care of its baby chicks in a nest. Or you can have all the money in the world, all the people you love around you, sitting in the middle of a party being unhappy because one person you really wish was there isn't. So happiness is not about what you have and what you don't have. Happiness is not about what you manifest and what you're not manifesting. Because for each person, happiness is different. So when it comes to that manifestation, when it comes to the thing it is you're trying to create, be specific to you. What is your definition about it? Not what the mainstream media tells you or what your best friend tells you or what you saw in a movie. Go figure it out. Go make notes. What are the things that make me happy? What are the things that move my spirit, that moves my soul? And when you know what these things are, then you can start creating that environment, that experience. Because now you know what the end goal is. Now you can work it backwards and you can see, well, these steps need to be taken in order to get there. The universe is going to go, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? So you have to be consistent in creating those steps. You have to be consistent in choosing that same choice over and over and over, regardless of how things change. Right? Because otherwise you're never going to get what you want. It's like walking into a Pick and Pay and you want something sweet. Ooh, now you go down the sweets aisle. Ooh, you find a chocolate you like. Lekker. Now you walk down the Coke aisle. Go, ooh, Coke is sweet as well. Chocolate, Coke, chocolate. I put the chocolate down, pick up the Coke. Now you get to the bakery section. There's donuts. Coke or donut, Coke or donut. You know? Sure, some people can have it all, but then that's the decision they make. They want the donut, the chocolate, and the Coke. Right? But if you just want something sweet, then anything will satisfy that. If you want a specific donut from a specific donut shop with a specific glaze and toppings on, different story. You know where to go to get that. You're not going to get that at a Pick and Pay. So that's where specificness and being consistent comes into play when you are manifesting and creating the things that you want to manifest. Neuroscientists are now coming up saying, oh no, this thing of manifestation, it's real. You can trick your brain in the following ways to get the things that you want. If you imagine something and you see something in real life versus experiencing something, your brain doesn't know the difference. It's all the same thing. So science are all coming up and corroborating the things that us spiritual people have known for most of our lives, before our lives. Jesus in the time before knew how to manifest, knew how to create the things we chose to create even from many, many, many millennia ago. Now science is catching up and saying, yes, these spiritual people were all 100% correct. Believing in something, sure thing, but science says if you do the following things, blah, 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 you can create your dream life. And that's amazing. It's amazing that science is finally catching up to the things that we as spiritual beings have been saying all our lives. And it doesn't mean because the explanation is simple that it is easy to do. Like I said before, you manifest and create every single day. It is easy to do. It's instant. But you don't see it as manifestation because you do it on programming. On the programming that you've been programmed from TV and doom scrolling and news and shows you watch and groups you attend and colleagues at work and all these kind of things, you are manifesting on autopilot. And then you go, why is my life so shitty? Because you're not doing it actively, consciously. You know, something as simple as you sitting, listening to this guy talk about manifestation right now, and you go, oh, I feel like a cup of coffee. What do? You get up, you make a cup of coffee, come back, you drink it. That's manifesting, right? In the morning, when you look at your cupboard, you go, what clothes do I want to wear today? I want this shirt with that jeans and these socks with that shoes. That's manifesting your outfit. Right? But we don't see it as that because we've been trained and programmed that creating something is outside of the norm. It's something different in your life because you have to improve and change, and it takes time and it's difficult. And it is difficult. It takes time because we change our mind all the time. Imagine you're standing in front of your cupboard and each time you've got an outfit sorted, your daughter comes and goes, really, that shirt? Now you've got to change your whole outfit because just the shirt doesn't fit. Now you've got a new outfit and your spouse comes and says, really, but you wore those jeans yesterday. Oh, are you ever going to get out of the house? Are you going to be late for work? Of course. Right? But if you stick with your thing, it happens quicker. End result is there quicker. So it's a nice short one today, guys. Be specific about what you want to create, what you want to manifest. Be consistent in what you do. If you want to become an influencer on social media, Instagram, all these places, you have to put out 3, 5, 6 posts a day, every day, consistently. Today's 6 posts is not going to make you famous, but those 3 posts, 5 posts, 6 posts every day over a matter of 3 months, 4 months, 5 months will give people that consistency. Wow, this person is putting out posts every single day. What is it about? It's coming across my feed all the time. The algorithms are learning you're putting content out there, right? If you know that Mario does every Tuesday and every Thursday and every Friday live on YouTube, whether you watch my stuff now, next week, or in a month from now, it doesn't matter. But at some point, you're going to go, oh, oh, what have I've got nothing to do today. Oh, yeah, Mario's on at 11. Let's go check it out. And if you think, go, Mario's not there, it creates disappointment. And I'm not getting the traction and I'm not getting the exposure I'm asking for because I wasn't there. So don't become the person that's not there, that manifests on autopilot. Don't be that person that always asks how to improve life when the answers are staring you in the face. And then you argue against it because you're happier with your comfort zone. I would like a better life, but I'm not willing to leave my job. A job I hate, but I'm not willing to leave it. Or I would like a better life, but this girlfriend I've been with for 2 months that irritates the crap out of me. I don't want to stir the pot there and, make changes because, it's only 2 months. It's still new. We're still getting to know each other. Or what? Like all these excuses. If you want to change your life, go sit and be specific. How do you want to change it? How long should it take to change it? What are the steps needed to make these changes? And then be consistent in making those changes, choosing those changes over and over and over every single time as you go along the journey to manifest the thing that you want to manifest. Because time is not a hindrance. Time is not a thing that slows the progress down. You can manifest instantly. You can change your past in order to manifest your present even. But you can only do it if you are specific in what you are doing and if you are consistent with it. Right. For more information on how to combine all of that with some of the other stuff I've spoken about time, about angelic help and spiritual help with manifesting, all these kind of things, feel free to grab my book. I'll put the link to my book in the comments as well. And then, one of the first kind of books, The Power of Intent, is an interactive book that you can read. And if you read it digitally, there's a link there that you click that takes you to my AI Don Fungi, who you can have a chat with about each individual chapter if you don't get hold of me, to take you even deeper into that specific chapter, deeper into how to apply something like specificness and consistency in your life from what you've read. And Don Fungi can help you figure it all out, help you gain wider insight, spiritual insight on it. And, if he gets stumped and if you stump him, there's always the next step is getting hold of me and I can take you even further. So feel free to grab the book and enjoy the read. And that's me for the day.